Jumping back into this first point right now, it's going to be Legion and AC Diesel, Hurricanes and Notorious in this set. And looks like tripling up the back center here, Rich. Yeah, Legion, I don't know what type of start that was. That was interesting. A tripling up the back center. They lose the first attacker on the top side with Karslev. They get both those bodies out of the back center, still present in that position, but there's no one on that top side here, Rich.
Nope. Malloy sneaks into the snake corner for Red Legion. As Diesel pushes into the snake on the bottom side. 4-on-5 advantage here for Diesel. Man, four good teams and sets since the last two sets of the match.
Yeah, last two sets of the prelims are going to be very interesting. A couple bodies dying out of their spots here. Now, Jesse Stevens was in position, but that's not where the kills came from. It's that top side is...
That tower or the snake?
No, it's definitely the snake, for sure. He's at the wedge, got those inside kills. Not sure if that was Mouse. I think Mouse was able to dip into that top side snake and make the Russians pay. And then Jesse Stevens gets caught, though, so... That could be interesting. Just one player left alive with Grope Ridney. This back corner bunker is
4-on-1, I think.
Yeah, 4-on-1.
Malloy in the corner.
Malloy, yeah. So that's going to do it. Good start here. And if you're Diesel, they need to get their
mojo.
Their mojo.
The mojo.
I was going to say confidence, but mojo, to be honest, is a more descriptive word.
They should have them watch Austin Powers.
Yeah, it's just they haven't had a lot go right in a year. So last year, only made one Sunday out of 5. Had a lot of, some tough breaks, some rough situations, and player changes this year, coaching changes. The point is, they kind of need to look at the mirror and remember who the hell they are. Like, if you look at that roster is nasty. I mean, I'm not even talking about the superstars. I'm also talking about the Baginskis, the Clint Johnsons, the BJ Henningbergs. Like, that roster is really good.
Second-tier guys are first-tier guys on those teams.
So that's my point, is that when things aren't going right, you need to continue to keep that mental edge sharp and be confident no matter what.
Hurricanes dropping one on the break here, Matty.
So if they get a win here in this game, maybe that will start to edge them towards the right way. They're definitely getting knocked out of this tournament.
Hurricanes drop another one. Yeah, or they might just need a hot one. I used to play with a buddy of mine, and to get fired up for the game, sometimes he just needed a hot one. So you just had to give him a good smack in the face to get him fired up before the game.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they need.
Those were fun. So right now, Hurricanes and Notorious. As the Hurricanes are looking outstanding. They were able to take down Infamous, so they're undefeated. Notorious... Notorious desperately needs a win here. They lost to the Ironman, but it was a close game. They won yesterday. They're sitting at 1-1, and need a win with a comfortable margin and might have a chance to make Sunday. Hurricanes should be in no matter what, even if they drop this one, as that would send them at 3-1, still be in Sunday. Ty Bateman in a pretty good spot, bottom side. Looking at the battle going down in the middle here on your screen, though, for Austin Notorious on the white jersey, starting from the blue side. Bateman improves his position. This is the opposite angle here on your screen, so it does flip 180. So that's the Hurricanes wrapping around from that top side.
As Austin attacks on the bottom side. Good fill for the Hurricane player to get out to that snake corner, Matty.
Yeah, it's a pretty clutch fill. And see our eye in the sky with the positions.
Hurricane player drop, Matty. Hurricane's down at just 1 or 2 players left alive here.
And Bateman, as soon as he sees that body drop, he launches and
great read.
Is able to, I don't know if he traded or if he forced a tactical retreat, but regardless.
Now it's a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-1 here. Notorious having the advantage of winning this first point, Matty.
And Notorious does not look bad at this event.
They're scrappy.
I'm very impressed with, when we're sitting down at Tier 5, Tier 4, for the most part, it's been a pleasant surprise. And I say a surprise just because, when you have Notorious and they're playing a team like Damage on paper, yeah, Damage should beat the brakes off Notorious. That's not how things work in Pro Paintball anymore. So when Notorious comes in confident, trained up, focused, and wins a big game like that.
Laser sharp.
Yeah, starting out this last one. And the Hurricanes, again, undefeated. On paper, they should be beating Notorious. We still got a lot of game to go. Still could happen. But yeah, just the parity is still existent within the framework of Pro Paintball.
See what Red Legion can do from the blue side of the field with the sun at their backs. Giving them a slight advantage. Down by 1 point here, Diesel, who's been struggling so far this event. And you know, it's hard from the outside to see Diesel struggle and not really understand why they're struggling, because obviously they have really good players. Their players are playing good paintball. They're not, you know, they didn't forget how to play paintball as Diesel loses their first attack on the top side. But for whatever reason, whatever they're doing just isn't working, right? And from the outside, it's like, it's really hard to figure out what's going on, because, you know they got the leadership, the coaching, the ownership, great players, down to 3 players left alive, all on this side of the field, 2 players left alive for Diesel, all on this side, 1 player left alive on the Snake side for Diesel. Red Legion with still 4 or 5 players left alive, can easily win the second point. And we know what I'm not seeing on a lot of the Diesel guys, Matty? Visors.
Yeah,
every one of them walking off has no visor on, and just like Dynasty, when they're on that far side of the field, it's really hard to look into the sun. I don't see it on Red Legion either, though.
Yeah, you always want to keep a visor
or
a baseball cap in your bag, because occasionally you will be playing a game either early in the morning or late in the afternoon when the glare starts to become a problem. But if it was that big of a problem, you think that they would deal with it. So they must not think it's that big of a deal quite yet.
Yeah. And rain sometimes too. Sometimes it rains.
Yeah.
Good to have a visor.
You could throw a little tape for that. A little tape.
Why not? Tape it up.
A little duct tape. So Hurricanes coming back out, trying to get this one against Notorious, down by 1 in the pits right now with Legion.
No, Diego. Somebody. Лёха, они так называли его, да? Они их обижали в край. Они сейчас край была. Они их обижали в край, первое движение. Вот это
Justin! You didn't shoot my way on the break, did you? I killed the 4.
No, that's what he was doing.
He went around?
Yeah, he was going around 4 into the money, and I kept...
Oh, you... Get out of there.
Jumping into point number 2 here. Notorious with the lead over the Hurricanes. 13 minutes on the clock, and Hurricanes 5-on-5 break. No, Hurricanes dropping a body in that back center. Do take a little bit of ground on that top side, getting that insert Dorito, and also the back corner bunker. So the body shading towards their Dorito side, our bottom side camp on an island.
Yeah, so important on this field when you get isolated on a tape, and you've got 3 of your buddies on the other tape, or 4 of your buddies even on the tape. Understanding that, like, your job now isn't to kill people, it's not to go forward, it's not to take risk, it's just to do, risk assessment. Stay alive, draw the fire, communicate as much as you can, stem the tide, but do not die. Notorious now into the Snake with ABJ, it looks like. ABJ going straight forward from Snake 1 to Snake 2, looks inside.
ABJ has been a huge part of the offense for Notorious out here, and looks like he's going to try to crawl up into the next spot, that crucial wedge position. He loves getting here, and no one outside wide on him. Does have to worry about camp in set. Their right-hand portion of your screen does look like a body coming off right now. Ty Bateman taking the walk for Notorious.
Yeah, Notorious loses 2, Maddie, so it's Notorious down to just 3 bodies left alive now. I think it's Marky Franz in the Snake corner. Archie Barnes Jr. here in the bottom Snake. I can't see who's on the top side there. But 4-on-3, I believe, advantage for the Hurricanes. Although I only see 3 Hurricanes.
Another body coming off.
There he is.
Another body coming off in the middle for Notorious.
Yeah, Notorious down to 2 players alive.
Move now to the tower, and then way past all the way onto Notorious' side of the field here. You see our eye in the sky perspective as it is getting treacherous for Notorious. Hurricane should be able to tie this one up. Oh no, but Notorious is Archie Barnes Jr. as Camp has had enough of that, though. Is beautiful move by Daniel Camp.
Yeah.
Comes through, stitches up ABJ, got onto his side of the field. He's like, nah, bro, you're not living on our side of the field. That's not happening.
4-on-1 with just Marky Franz in the corner in a terrible position.
Yeah,
Hurricanes literally have every single bunker you would want to have here.
Not Marky Franz's fault, though.
Not at all. Not at all.
So Notorious allows the Hurricanes to get back in the beginning of this match at least. Still 10:45 to go here. Closing couple sets of the prelims. Really I mean, this is a good set here too, because we're going to see what Diesel's made of as they've lost to Blast Camp. So just no wins for Diesel here at all. It's just another head shaker frustration moment for Diesel, and Legion's been looking pretty good. And then the Hurricanes and Notorious. Actually, let's listen in real quick to Mike Bianca.
All right. They're not going to send Archie short again.
Hey, do you have barrel swap? From the Vegas. They went from the Vegas into the Dallas right there.
Vegas to Dallas.
When they were calling away,
I don't have a swap.
when they were calling out, I thought he ran it down. Who has a barrel swap?
Tie ball game right now. Legion and Diesel.
Diesel losing one up the middle. Matty 4-on-5 advantage here for the Red Legion.
Yeah, Diesel doubling up that back center. Legion abandoning that position, just going full court press up the middle.
I like getting out of that back center soon. J-Rab out into the snake, insert into the snake for Red Legion. I love him playing up front for Red Legion.
Yeah, I like it when J-Rob is forced to push the issue, and he's going to crawl up. He's going to get into that crucial wedge position. He's got a friend, or he's got an enemy, though, as Diesel gets in the spot. I think that's Jesse Stevens. It is. Jesse Stevens is going to open up. He's going to shoot inside. Looks like, does he get that kill? He does. So, and then, but immediately, here comes J-Rab. J-Rab could win this one. He hears the bot. Yeah, they had no idea that that's a free. That's the definition of a free kill there for J-Rab. They had no idea that J-Rab was on their side. Ran right into his gun.
This guy isn't going to try to run through his gap right now, is he? Oh, my God, he is. Yeah, just one player that I can see in the corner for Diesel. I can't see who it is.
Yeah, I think that might be it, because I don't
Maybe it's,
see...
yeah, nobody in the corner. I can't see the shadow.
Yeah, I don't see any bodies. And J-Rab had help, too. Malloy's behind him.
Yep.
But conserving a little bit of energy. It is going to be interesting because you have a team like Legion, and they're running the same exact 5 guys every single time. So you got Karslev on the top side, if we're going from the left, the red side. He's going towards the D side with those 3 Doritos. And then you got Sergey, and then Kirill Peridny, Malloy, and J-Rab. But they are just riding those guys till the wheels fall off.
Yep.
They have not changed that lineup. Day 1, they got Guzman in there and a couple other guys to get some spins. Since then, it's just been the steady dose of that starting 5. Totally get it, but they're not that deep right now.
100%.
And so when they head to Sunday, don't think they're going to end up in a wild card, but if they do, or if things get tight, it's just we're going to see how much gas those guys got.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely running 5 guys is easy on the coaches, but it's hard on the players, right? And not only do you get a lot of spins, but you get too many spins, right? You don't get to see what the other teams are doing when you're sitting out for a point or two and watch the guys that you're playing against and give you that kind of insight.
Jump into this next one. Doubling up that back center. Looks like losing a body here for the Hurricanes. They are going to dive a body into the snake off the break, and then, but also looks like Notorious has done the same thing. They're still doubling up that back center with Marky Franz and Zach Carter. Carter might have caught one, though. Looks like he dodged it. Yeah, referee goes in to check him out. So they only send one to that top side, which when we looked at this layout, people thought was going to be the strong side. But it's almost like the Dorito sides end up kind of, I wouldn't say is the strong side, but it's just as strong.
Seems like it's
pretty
easier to get
even
into it, right? Early
Yeah,
on,
it's a lot easier to get into that wedge.
Yeah.
Oh, battle going down in the snake.
The other guy knows the other guy's there.
Oh, beautiful work by the Hurricanes. Comes through, stitches him up. Thought he stayed alive for a second, but it's Nick Ripple. Nick Ripple playing on that broken foot.
Then Archie shot him. Yeah, so good move by Nick Ripple, but good counter by...
Yeah, but as we were watching that battle go down here
side.
in the snake, Hurricanes lost a bunch of bodies. I did not see a penalty, though, so just some solid kills from Notorious to take a lead. This is a good one so far, Rich. Hurricanes, I mean, again, on paper, Hurricanes should be beating up on Notorious, but that's just not how it works anymore in pro paintball, which is a blessing from the paintball gods, as we've had a ton of competitive games and some upsets. We're in the pits right now with Notorious. Let's see how they do.
Nice to see all the old guys around here, like I said, because it's a West Coast adjacent event. Ron Kilborn, Jeff Hunter, walk around.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit, at least for us, us California guys, it's kind of like a laundry list of some California Hall of Famers walking around here at this event.
Yeah, Bridges here, yeah, reunion chair.
Oh, yeah.
Billy Saransky.
Yeah, Opie Logren.
Yeah, Opie.
Yeah, Billy's a Californian.
Yep.
It's a transplant now, but
Still
anyway,
likes the Raiders.
Jumping back into this next one here is Legion. 11 minutes on the clock, up by 1 on Diesel.
Red Legion drops 2 on the break. Now they drop another. Now they drop another. Mouse is just excellent.
Yeah, Mouse is just going off right now. 3-pack for Mouse? 2-pack? At least 2-pack. At least 2-pack.
Mouse calling the call 20 only, meaning the only one guy left is their 20 call, which is the small tempo on the Dorito side of the field, Snake side of the field. That's Malloy gets eliminated. Mouse goes forward. He's gonna hit that buzzer. And these points are polar, right? They're either all Red Legion or all Diesel. Not a lot of back and forth points.
Yeah,
there.
the pendulum's going back and forth deep on both sides of the swing here, because, and that one, yeah, I mean, Mouse set the tempo, bottom side, decimating the line for Legion, and to tie this game up. And now Notorious and the Hurricanes. God, it would be so big for if Notorious.
Keep fighting, Diesel.
Ooh. Yeah, let's listen in real quick. Again, it's a bit of a puzzle as to what's wrong with Diesel, why they're not doing as well as they should.
No, he was my way. I shot him when I went to their snake.
We shot the alpha guy. We shot the alpha back.
It was alpha off the break on the Ricky, and then there's a quick wrap, and I shot the back center.
Deep breath. Deep breath, guys. 0-0 ball game.
On the breakout right now, Notorious, the lead, 9:35 to go, and body coming off for the Hurricanes.
Another one getting checked too.
It was a hard check on Notorious's back corner, top side, D1. He's clean. 5 bodies live for them. Still doubling up that back center. They are going to dive a body here, and the Snake's going to crawl right to Snake 2. They get a body outside wide. Here comes the counterpunch for the Hurricanes. Is Britt's going to go into D3. Oh, no, it's Bell. Sorry, Drew Bell.
Yeah, it might only be 2 Hurricane players left alive, Maddie.
Really?
Yeah. They
Yeah,
lost
yeah,
early, and I think
yeah,
the others
Camp's
like
walking
that.
off.
Yep.
Ah, that's some early deaths. Yeah, so they have Snake 1, and here comes Bell. Bell's going to run through. Ooh, and he
Nice
stays alive.
move. Wow, great move, Bell.
Bell.
Great timing.
And no one's in that back corner anymore. They're going to try to filter out. Bell might be able to get the drop on him. He does not overrun the bunker. Oh, that's a good fill. And then they're going to lose that topside body as well.
Already passed.
And then, yeah, they're already...
Bell gets another kill.
Bell gets a kill, but unfortunately,
Yeah.
even though
He's
he's
gonna hit the buzzer.
slaughtering people, it doesn't matter because everyone else on his team died.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see the frustration. He's like, wait a second. I was just murdering people over here. What's going on? What happened?
Did you guys see that? I was just about to win that game.
That is the you have a legitimate ask of your team if you're Bell and you walk back and be like, okay, what went down then? Because I shot 2 of them. So
Talk to me, people.
how did everybody die? What happened?
Fortunately, he didn't shoot those 2 until it was like 2-on-4.
Yeah, yeah. Tied up right now, 2-2. Legion and Diesel.
This game has been going back and forth between these 2 teams. One team or the other has been getting a kill or 2 on the break and taking real estate and winning the points pretty quickly. This being a 2-2 point is going to be a critical point as we get close to the end of this match. Red Legion's looking into the sun. Not sure how much of a factor that is to them.
On the breakout, looking over the shoulders for AC Diesel. They need,
Drops corner runner on the break, Maddie.
they need to win just for morale right now, Ridge.
Yeah.
They do
4
shoot
on 4.
Malloy.
Yeah, 4-on-4.
Yeah, 4-on-4. Legion trying to filter out bottom side, also up the middle, make it clean. Kirill with a big bite off the break, getting up to that 50-yard line, middle of the field. Diesel pocketed up, but fighting mightily out of those spots. They are going to lose Mikowski out of that back center.
That's a rough death.
Yeah, and they lost Mouse. And here comes Kyle Spica. Kyle Spica's going to run through, trade out. Ooh, with Kirill. He didn't shoot Kirill. Kirill one-handed him, left-handed. And referee's going to give him a check. How did Kyle miss Kirill?
Thought he was in the front bunker, so he went to bunker the very first wing.
Okay.
He wasn't there, and I think he didn't correct.
Yeah, I'm a little blocked out, but I thought that it was like, I thought that he had that one spot.
Yeah, yeah.
That he could have got that shot. Under 10 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Big fill from Red Legion on the top side in the Dorito 3.
Yeah, there's 2 bodies up there, Rich. They have a wedge and D3.
Diesel dropping another one. Looks like Jesse Stevens taking a walk. Jesse Stevens has been one of the more solid players here for Diesel.
Yeah, and they haven't really had a ton of shining lights this weekend,
No.
to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, they dropped
Mouse
to
has had some good points.
Yeah, they dropped to X Factor by 4, and then they lost to Dynasty. That was a good game. That was the best game they had out here this weekend, and then showed up and lost to Blast Camp, the rookie pro team. and then now fighting here currently in this one. Yeah, I mean, we have to keep bringing it up because it's part of the story, but it's just a big puzzle as to what the deal is over there and what's going on. Especially, you know,
And it illustrates 2 points. It illustrates that no matter how much money you have, it doesn't necessarily mean you can make a good paintball team. And it also illustrates that no matter how many good paintball players you have and how much money you have and how good your coaching is, this is still really hard. It's really, really hard.
I think that's the biggest.
And if you don't have all those things, man, it's even harder than that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, welcome to our life for the last 30 years. A lot of heartbreaks. Hurricanes, I was just going to say finally surviving a breakout, but lose one. I love the fact that it immediately filled it, though, then
yeah,
lose another guy.
Good zone control here from Notorious as Hurricanes, like Rich said, lost that first body. Camp tries to run the same route. He gets diced up. So now it's a 2-on-5. And it's a big high body situation for Notorious. What's going on with the Hurricanes right now, Rich? Because they've been looking really good. I mean, they had some hard-fought battles yesterday. They beat Infamous, who's looking pretty solid in some long points, but now they're having some real big struggles against Notorious. As Bateman's going to clear the bottom side of the field and run in to extend this lead. It's going to be 4-1 right now.
They're looking good. Well,
one of the things I'm wondering, because Hurricanes don't have a ton of depth right now, Rich, as they have some banged up bodies. I mean, I don't think they're there yet, but that might be one of the issues. Or maybe they caught a hot streak, playing really well. Notorious maybe catching a hot streak right now. There's still some time left in this one.
Yeah, I really hope the issue for the Hurricanes is not the fact that their roster is
a little light.
Is a little bit light and a little bit injured, because it's real early in the season to start having injury problems and short rosters.
Well, they were banged up at the end of last season. They thought they were going to have the time to heal up, which they did.
But some different decisions.
Well, no, but they had some injuries in the past couple weeks. Britt hurt his knee. He's still playing, though. Ripple, he's still playing. No Pate. So it's... You're not wrong. I mean, that's part of the conversation for sure.
And I'm always obviously giving the absolute, right? Like not the no candy coating, like you just got to do what you got to do, right? Like this league is way too competitive not to have at least 8 healthy bodies.
9:10 on the clock. Now it's taking the walk.
4-4, Matty.
Big bite for Diesel. Runs all the way from not able to make it.
Sorry, 3-on-4 advantage Red Legion. Red Legion, 2 attackers here on the bottom side. Diesel dropping another body, Matty. Looks like Red Legion's going to win this point.
Yeah, Legion looking good. A lot of time left.
A lot of time left in this match, though.
8:45. There's a lot of time for Diesel, especially if this point goes quick. They're dropping this one fast. As we always say, if you're going to lose fast.
Yeah.
Because if you lose slow, that becomes a problem. You lose fast, we got some time left, we'll get it back.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, that game time worked out really well with the ground taken here. But offense, man, offense is just still paying dividends out here on this field. Yeah. You get to those positions, you know the zones. It's also cool to see the game at this point, this deep into the tournament, because everyone knows their shots perfectly. And there's no puzzlement when they get it. They're not sitting in their spots looking confused, wondering where they're going to shoot. No, everyone's diving in, know exactly where they want to shoot, gunning up on that lane immediately. Well, we're in the pits with Diesel. Let's listen in. It's got to be a little frustrating right now for him. But see, it's quiet in the pits. Yeah. We cut to some of these other pits. Everyone's having all these intricate conversations. It's just dead in the Diesel pit.
Yeah, you want to see one of 2 things in the pits. You either want to see a bunch of micro conversations going on in a kind of a cool, calm, collective way, or you want to see 1 or 2 guys trying to get everybody else fired up and kind of back into the mentally part of the game. FS and Notorious dropping their first body from that top side on the Doritos. Marky Franz filling out from back center to the snake side temple. 4-on-5 advantage here for the Hurricanes. One of the first points the Hurricanes have had the advantage on the break. Down by 3 here in this match with over 7 minutes left.
Still 5 points have been played, still 7 minutes left to go here, Rich. So top side, hot, snake 1 for the Hurricanes. And, I mean, it's a pretty good crossfield spread for the Hurricanes right now with 5 bodies alive. They don't have much forward progression.
They have this top snake.
No, I'm sorry, on the bottom side.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but also they're down 3, right?
Yep.
Now, they have 3 wins, and that's something to also keep in consideration, too. Notorious fighting for Sunday spot. The Hurricane boys, regardless of what happens, they're going to be playing on Sunday.
Yep.
It's just, are they going to be top seed in the bracket or not? I mean, it's and yeah, depending what happens with Dynasty or with Damage and Infamous in that last game.
Marky Phil in the corner.
Diving into the snake. Austin Notorious, Logan Dyer, getting into snake too. They are going to be losing a body inside when they lose another one. So a couple gunfight wins for the Hurricanes.
That's the top snake.
Yeah,
right
it's in that top side snake. Rich, it really hasn't changed. The mandate on this field is get out and get up on the side.
100%.
Yeah, it's just that's.
This is probably one of the simplest fields we've played in a long time.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and count for you all the games that I've watched. 1 through the middle of the field. 0.
Yeah, so Hurricanes staying in this one, going to keep it to a 2-point spread with about 5.5 left. And a real solid point. Good job by Bell, Seawright, Camp.
Where's Sir Wright from?
The South.
I was really impressed with the way he played that one point in that bunker.
He's one of those guys that, because we've seen him a little bit. He doesn't get a ton of spins for him, but because they've had injuries, it's forced Mike Bianca to go a little bit deeper into his
I
roster.
think there's some potential there. I think he should spend some more time with him because, I mean, obviously I've only seen a couple points, but I haven't seen somebody play that bunker better than I saw him play.
So talk to Mike a little bit about it yesterday. Mike Bianca, the coach, yesterday evening after the conclusion of the last match. I had good things to say about Seawright. He did too. But that's what's good about the Hurricanes. They keep having different names pop up as guys that hey man, this guy's he's having a good game. He's having a good tournament. You know, so that roster is becoming deeper with the more experience. And yeah, they're beat up and banged up. They got some guys on the bench that are normal starters because of injuries or not getting as much play time. And as we always say, next man up. And they've been producing, and he's one of those guys.
Diesel dropping the first body, 5-on-4 advantage here for Red Legion, Matt.
Yeah, I think that's Mark Johnson taking the early walk for Diesel.
Diesel trapped in the pocket, 3 across the back, 1 in the wing.
Yeah.
Wing gets out to the snake insert.
Yeah, and you can see here on your screen just way better field position for Legion. So yeah, they got a 1-body advantage, but they just got a body out wide and a body up with forward progression, taking real estate with Malloy crawling up into this crucial wedge position, and then Kirill in the inside bunker at the tower.
Yeah, sorry, and there's no one, Matty, in a position to deal with Malloy when he does this, right?
For sure.
There's not the guy in the corner. There's not the guy in the 2 inside wings that kind of keep him from wrapping. So Diesel's in a really tough position here because there's really no one so they're just running away from Malloy. They're filling out of the back center, out of the temple towards the snake, and they're going to try to go around because they can't go outside with Malloy. Oh, Red Legion drops their first player on that bottom side, Matty, as J-Rab fills the snake. 2 players in snake for Red Legion.
Yeah, it's Karslev from the top side taking the walk, but
oh, so you're taking a walk from the back, I think.
Yeah, they're getting chewed up a bit here. Yeah. So AC Diesel,
all the way up
with some fight as they have that crucial wedge. Diesel with that crucial wedge on the top side.
Yeah, Red Legion went from a 5-on-4 there to a 3-on-4, down a body now. Had all that field position, got the advantage on the break, and just lost bodies by allowing wow! Malloy crawled through that gap.
Well, yeah, like just scurried super low, elbows and knees, made it through quick. Shots a little too high over the top of him.
Here goes the move to cancel out Diesel.
Bukowski trying to come up to get the angle on him as he lost the body. He does get the drop in on Malloy. Still has to shoot J-Rab. J-Rab ends up getting the kill on him. Yeah, see, that's the benefit of having that second attacker right by the first attacker.
Yeah.
So great positioning by J-Rab.
I think it's 2-on-2, Matt.
Yeah, J-Rab has this side completely blown open, though.
Yep, but so do whoever the Diesel players in the top snake. Can't see if it's Mouse or Jesse.
Yeah, but Kirill is in a pretty good spot to at least gunfight that way and keep him honest, while J-Rab can push all the way down. So now J-Rab's going to commit.
But with the Red Legion up, you know, all they have to do really is just stay alive and kind of apply pressure, right?
And I think that's why J-Rab wasn't forcing it, right?
Yeah.
You know, so he was just kind of hanging out in that spot real quick.
Oh, there's a guy in the back corner for Diesel. I didn't see him.
Ooh, and he gets the shot in on J-Rab.
Yeah.
So, but Kirill gets the kill on him, so I think we might have a one-on-one situation. We haven't seen a ton of one-on-ones.
No, we haven't.
It's Kirill versus Mouse.
Looks like it.
And Mouse has no paint.
I was just going to say Mouse might not have any paint.
Mouse doesn't
Kirill
carry
might
a lot
not
of
have
paint.
Kirill's got a hopper.
Yeah, but it's a huge tactical retreat. Why? Well, they have a 2-point lead.
By 2, yeah.
5.5 minutes left.
Mouse is trying to get creative over there. You can just tell he has no paint by the fact that he's faking with his gun but not shooting. He's signaling, I think, to his pit to go ahead and hit the buzzer because he has no paint.
I mean, you have to be completely dry to signal when you're down 2.
He was doing, kind of doing this and looking back at the pit.
But it's almost worth it to pick a couple paintballs up and just roll the dice.
Yeah.
Man. Just gamble. See what's up. We're in Vegas. Maybe you get lucky. Maybe you won't.
Cost you 30 seconds, right?
Yeah. But as long as you're attacking with 5 minutes left, they're going to give you a chance.
Oh, Mouse made the move.
Oh, Alex Goldman with maybe 1 or 2 balls. He might have shot Kirill with the last 1 or 2 balls. And Kirill coming off, rubbing the small of his back, and that was just using the burst speed and the timing, just absolutely perfect here for Alex Goldman. Unbelievable to keep Diesel in this match. Definitely a reason why that dude's cashing a paycheck, and we saw a great example of it right there.
Yeah, and we were talking earlier, people were wondering, like, what's going on with Diesel, maybe they don't have confidence. Mouse has plenty of confidence. There's no lack of confidence in that young man.
There we go.
In the pits right now with the hero, that last point. Yeah, that's on the list, too. We are giving away a couple awards for moves of the prelims and on Sunday, and it's Vera Art and Outdoors Most Creative Move. That was pretty creative. There's a couple on the list for that, but then also Pate Smith Law giving out some cash. Let's get a look at this play. So knowing he's probably pretty much completely dry, maybe has 1, 2, 5 balls, who knows? We don't know. Only Mouse knows how many balls he has left. Fastest guy in the league, uses the burst speed, can completely catch this Kirill sleep in. That was a perfectly, expertly played one-on-one situation. Jumping back into this next point.
Hurricanes drop 2 on the break, shoot 1, Matty, so it's a 4-on-3 advantage for FSU.
5:15 on the clock.
As the Hurricanes continue to struggle out here tonight.
Yeah, little bit of a head scratcher in this one, considering how good the Hurricanes have been through 3 games.
For sure.
Undefeated. Took down the Ironman, beat Damage by 2. And then won against Infamous, very close match. But Notorious has been a bit of a struggle for him here.
Yeah, Notorious has won every breakout match. And no matter how good you are, if you're playing down 20 to 40%, you're going to be, at a big disadvantage. ABJ moving down the Doritos, trying to get this bottom side snake for FSU. Goes from 3 to 3, put some pressure on that back corner for the Hurricanes. ABJ now shoots himself into the wing, looks inside. Trying to put some pressure on the back center players for the Hurricane, and gets the kill in the back center.
Yeah, ABJ's has been becoming a massive asset. He's another,
getting better, man.
When we're talking about guys that need to get protected on some of the lower-ranked pro teams, ABJ is looking to be one of those guys.
Yeah, and solid dude, too, because I went after him, and he's like, hey, man, I really appreciate your offer. I just don't want to leave my guys. No, like, well, what's the offer? How much money can I get? Hey, I was like, hey, totally respect that. Thank you.
Yeah, let's have a business conversation.
Yeah.
He wasn't even willing to entertain it. Yeah, but he did just get shot. So Zach Carter has also been very consistent here.
Oh,
for
nice move.
Ooh, nice move outside wide. Trades out with Camp, and the damage has already been done. So that forces the Hurricanes to concede. So Austin Notorious continuing to look pretty sharp. Yeah, Carter's getting pretty good. ABJ's getting real good. Ty Bateman's really good. Marky Franz has been solid for a long time.
Yeah.
But Marky Franz, when they first came up, he was one of those guys that were like, oh, okay, he's legit.
Yeah.
So, but they've started to populate their squad with some of these other names that we're forced to remember and start repeating because they're having some real good looks out here. People will come and be like, hey, Matty, say good things about me. I'm like, it's a simple equation.
Who are you?
Really simple equation. You come out here and you're impressive.
Yeah.
We're forced to learn your name, who you are, your history, and talk about how awesome you are. Now, if you're doing the opposite, if you're doing bad, well, then we're forced to talk about that. It's all up to you.
It's the same concept when I'm doing a clinic and a guy's like, hey, man, how do I get a spot on a top pro team? And I'm like, man, it's so easy. If you just go to practice, you're a really nice guy, and you shoot 2 or 3 guys every point, they're going to line up to take you.
You'll have options.
Yeah, you'll have options and offers.
A couple bodies dropping here for Diesel.
Taking the walk early, yeah.
With under 5 minutes to play. So Legion answering after that nasty one-on-one victory from Alex Goldman, getting the drop and actually going to force a very quick concession. So
good concession there.
Yeah, Ryan Gray had seen enough. It's like, okay, all right, let's reset. We need some time. Now we're going to have to make up 2. I'll take the 4:30. We're going to jump back into this Notorious Hurricanes match in about 40 seconds.
Yeah, they didn't get much of a break in between.
No, they did not. Those are the frustrated split deck. It can have some benefits, and it also can have some deficits. In the pits with Diesel. Let's listen in real quick. It's Coach Ryan Gray on the left.
Correct, but I trapped him in the pin. He was trying to go.
20 seconds. Timeout.
Cody a little frustrated.
What's that?
Get some shade.
The scout sheet from last game?
Shoot the delta and drop low and play your mirror. I'll deal with the danger.
PJ, Mouse, Clint, Jesse, Ice.
Hey, on this, they went God. They like, after that breakout, they like to go short on the snake side, money only, and then they run far on the Dorito side on this one. Maybe paired with an Xbox.
Big delta on that.
30 seconds.
Kyle Spica getting a look at the clipboard, talking tactics.
20 seconds.
Hey, deep breath, Diesel.
I would like to see more fire, more intensity, more conversations. When we cut to the Diesel pit,
They're complacent, it feels like.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think maybe complacent's the word for it, but it's more of just
Empathy. I mean, not empathy. Yeah, there's definitely not a lot of fire there.
But that's what I'm talking about. It's like, where's that confidence?
Yeah.
You know, you go to the damage pit, heat pit, the dynasty pit. These guys are having these vibrant conversations, and I just don't see that in the Diesel pit sometimes.
Man, the Hurricane guys are struggling on the break, man. They're losing a guy or two every single breakout.
Well, apparently we're gonna have to start talking about how good Notorious is shooting plays on the break.
There's something in the water in Texas, man. Something in the water in Texas.
Yeah, it's called grit.
Yeah, it's called grit. I thought it was sand, but no, it's grit. Uh-oh, Hurricanes dropping. That's 2 penalties and 1 point for the Hurricanes. Mike is going to lose his S tonight in the meeting.
Yeah, that's just, we call those frustration penalties because they're down by 3, and comes Bateman, who's hitting the afterburners. Dude is fast. Yeah, Notorious. Notorious is having an interesting event here.
Is this the last game?
Well, Notorious loses to Infamous by a decent amount. They drop by 4. And then they show up and beat Damage by 3. And then today they lose. And then, yeah, just it's kind of back and forth, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But that's kind of one of those situations where, okay, still a young team.
For them, that's good, right? Going 2-2, that's probably kind of where they expect.
Yeah, well,
to be.
going 2-2 have a chance. I want to double check that score though, with Notorious. Yeah, Ironman beat Notorious by 1. So if they win this one, go 2-2. That's still on the bubble, right, for Sunday.
Yep.
Might make it. Might be in a wild card if they do. But that's just an awesome look for Notorious here at event number 1, regardless of how it shakes out. Even if they miss the cut by a point.
Diesel drops one in the break.
Ooh, penalty rich assessed on Legion.
Yeah.
I think it's on J-Rab.
Legion dropping 3. So 2 on 4 advantage here for Diesel. Diesel already in the Red Legion snake. Kills out the center player. I believe that was.
Yeah, Jesse Stevens. Jesse Stevens taking the walk. A couple more bodies for the Legion coming off. Topside getting blown open, and it's Mouse off to the races again. So Diesel hanging in here.
Yeah.
This is one of the higher scoring games we've seen.
For sure. And it's good to see Diesel, scrapping for these points. So many of these points are contingent on that breakout. That breakout is so important on this field, both on real estate and on kills. Is that BJ?
Yeah, it's gonna be BJ Henningberg. BJ Henningberg also has speed too.
They got Clint Johnson. They got a lot of speed on that. Spica, they have a lot of speed on that team.
Yeah, as far as average speed, team-wise, Diesel's up there.
Yeah, Mark Johnson's the only one screwing it.
Yeah, Baginski's
fast. Yeah.
Jesse Stevens,
fast.
built like an oak tree,
Fast.
but super fast.
Yep.
Have you seen Jesse Stevens' thighs?
I have.
I mean,
I've rubbed them.
besides,
Are you kidding me?
dude, the guy's got tree trunks for legs.
He does.
Blazing fast.
Yep.
Yeah, Mouse obviously fastest guy in the league.
Greg Pauly super fast.
Yeah, Pauly blazing speed. I'm not talking coaching staff. But yeah, they got wheels.
Yeah. I'm wondering, is Mikowski fast?
For a dude who's probably 6'1.5".
I wonder if they've got
probably
the fastest roster.
Probably 200 pounds.
The fastest roster.
That's what I was trying to get to. Is that
they might. I mean,
I think they might
obviously
have
Mark's
an
messing them up, but other than Mark, you got some.
Yeah, but
fast kids on
even
that
Mark's not slow.
No. He's just not exceptionally fast, right?
Yeah.
He's normal paintball.
Yeah,
fast.
and also he's over 40. So as we could attest to, once you start losing some steps, once you get into your fifth decade, actually.
Shooting our God guy.
Joe's saying I should race him. I mean, I used to have some wheels, but
Got long legs. That helps.
That ship has sailed. I needed a couple steps to get it going, though.
Yeah. If there was beers at the finish line, I bet Matt would beat him.
I don't know. Yeah, I'd probably blow a hammy out if I had to race.
What can I say?
Wow.
I blew a hammy. Hurricanes finally maybe getting a check in the Dorito corner over there. Hurricanes surviving another breakout. This is only the second breakout that they've had where they haven't lost a body or two on the break.
Yeah, Nick Ripple playing on that broken foot on your screen right here into snake 2. They also took the topside snake as well, and they need it though, man. I mean, they need some offense right now. Notorious is beating with the punch time and time again. They got a giant 4-point lead with 2:25 to go. This is going to be a really crazy year, Rich, if we're getting this type of production out of teams down in the bottom 10.
Yes. Yeah, this is going to be has the potential of being a very chaotic season. Hurricanes moving up to Dorito 3 and the inset laydown bunker. Now the big wing in the center of the field for the Hurricanes. Pushing up snake side is the Hurricanes and the center tower. 4 Hurricanes players now all on their 40-yard line. Really, dropping a body and another body's FSU, dropping 2 bodies now. 3-on-5 advantage here for the Hurricanes. FSU making a big play over here on the snake side, but gets caught.
Talk about burst speed. Ty Bateman's got some burst speed.
Yeah.
Didn't help out this one, though. Stuart Ridgel cutting people down in the middle. Nick Ripple in there as well, too.
Just got him shot faster. Ooh, man. It's getting kind of dark out.
Yeah, those shadows are going to be long for this last set.
If there's shadows.
Well, Greenspan was up here talking about how he was obviously it's difficult to deal with the glare when you're on the red side, but he was also saying that it was getting so cold that the bunkers were deflating.
Yeah.
And so, and you know, Ryan, a little self-depreciating humor. He's like, if I can see over a wedge,
it's too small.
We got a problem,
yeah,
because I should not be able to see over the wedge. I'm like, it gives you an advantage. He's like, yeah, but if I could shoot over it, that's just not a good sign.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm used
Something's
to that.
wrong. Let's see if Diesel can step up here and win one for the team, kind of get back the momentum that they've lost. Down by 1 point here, plenty of time left. Diesel losing one on the break. Try to get out to the top side. Dropped another one, try to get to the top side. Someone's got that lane locked in.
Yeah, who is that? That is the
back center, I think?
Back center. It's got to be the back center. Maybe the Aztec. Those are only 2 guns that way. I think it's back center.
Yeah, because he got shot so early coming out. 5-on-3 advantage for Red Legion.
That's Kirill. It's got to be Kirill.
Yeah. Maybe they'll make up for that one-on-one.
Sometimes the kid makes a good shot, Rich.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, yeah, Kirill going to
sneaky
get into the double up on that. No, actually, that was J-Rap. That was J-Rap shooting that way. Kirill had moved up to the mini wall.
Okay.
J-Rap was in the back center shooting that way.
Red Legion now with 2 in the center laydowns, 1 in the insert Dorito.
This is a close game, man.
Yeah,
Diesel only down by 1. They're in a really crucial spot here on your screen, but they did get those 2 bodies. There's no one on that top side, that D side at all for them.
No.
So they have to win it from this bottom side.
Diesel's got 2 here in the snake, and he gets his wraps to get his first kill.
That forces the move over from Sergey. Karslev begging for a shot, a penalty or something. And
Sergey made a great fill and then caught BJ,
so
not knowing that the same bunker was hot again.
Yeah, so BJ comes off, but looks like Alex Stolman's right behind him.
Well, Red Legion's pushing through the top side, Matty.
And as well they should. There hasn't been anyone over there for a good 45 seconds. So J-Rab threads up. Ooh, but J-Rab gets eaten up on the attack. So Clint Johnson.
Wheeling and dealing.
Yeah, wheeling and dealing. And he does lose Mouse, though, so it's going to be just Clint Johnson in the back center bunker.
Yeah, 3-on-1 Red Legion advantage here. Clint Johnson's wheeling and dealing back there in the back center for Diesel.
Towel thrown in. So did Clint shoot Sergey then? Because it looked for a second like a towel was thrown and nobody was shot.
I think it was because it was 3-on-1.
Oh, sorry, 3-on-1. Yeah.
30 seconds.
It's cool having the UFC guys here earlier. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, it's just, you know, we're going to look at a replay here, but, man, I don't know. I think we're heading into another golden age of paintball. People need to remember that. It's the biggest non-World Cup event we've ever seen. There's thousands of people here. And there's one of the guys from the NFL was here. We're getting some awesome paintball here on the pro level with all this parity, it looks like. And so, yeah, here was that shot.
Got Hertz coming in sponsoring.
Yeah.
South Electronics.
Yeah. Multiple people sponsoring. It's just, there's a longer conversation, obviously, but so jumping back into this next one here, 3-point lead for Austin Notorious with just 1 minute and 10 seconds left. They're going to win this game. The question is the spread. Hurricanes will go 3-1. Austin Notorious will go 2-2 and have a chance to punch their ticket to Sunday.
Camp got caught
especially
sloppy
with
there
the
by
big. If
DJ.
they could put, if Notorious could put one more point up here, Rich.
Yeah.
And take it to 7 and get 7-3 and get that 4-point spread, it really will bode well for their chances to move on in this tournament.
It's not. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be able to do that.
Yeah.
40 seconds left. They're gonna lose this point.
Oh, I thought you said you don't think they'll be able to move on. I'm like,
No,
I don't know. They got a
yeah,
chance.
They got a chance moving on. I just don't think they can get another point in this match.
Hurricanes getting outside wide, getting the shot in.
ABJ got one of them.
Yeah, but not enough. So the Hurricanes going to cut this deficit down a bit. Going to run in and hit the buzzer with about 17 seconds left. So we'll see one more point. Mike Bianca getting some of his other guys some spins. Williamson getting a spin out there. I haven't seen him much this weekend, but this is how you get more spins, right?
Yep.
Because people ask, how do I get more playtime? I'm like, man, that again,
Big points.
simple equation. If you want to start to get more playtime, you have to show up to practice, get there early, stay late, be a good teammate if you're a guy that's riding the bench, and then perform. Have good points in big moments, look like you have a high paintball IQ, be aggressive, be coachable.
Have a hot system.
And then when we come to the there you go. And then when we come to the tournaments, when you get your opportunity, make the most of it.
Yep.
Good job by Williamson.
And there's those clutch points that happen in every match. Don't be on the bad side of those clutch points.
All right. Britt, you want to go?
Listening into Mike Bianca and his boys real quick. Well, actually, we don't have time. Got to jump back into this next one. Diesel down by 2 against Legion with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. That is definitely possible here for Diesel.
Yeah, Diesel
They're on
got
the
5
blue
alive.
side. Yeah, blue side, red side for the Red Legion.
Diesel filling up the center of the field. Malloy getting out to the snake corner.
And a couple repositions here for Legion. As here on your screen, getting out of that back center.
Mark Johnson taking the walk for Diesel. 4-on-5 advantage, or 5-on-4 advantage for Red Legion.
Jesse Stevens losing a gunfight.
Yep, 5-on-2. Looks like Red Legion's going to get another point here. Got the running referee coming in.
Yeah, so 3 bodies left alive right now for Diesel. Looking at Legion here on your screen.
Yeah,
They have a pretty solid lead, Rich. So
Yeah, I was going to say the problem for Diesel is they're sitting back there shooting their guns, but they're down by 2 points and kind of have to go forward, even though they're down on bodies and kind of out of position.
yeah, it's just crazy to think that, you know, Diesel dropping 2 yesterday to both X Factor and Dynasty. They are in the bracket of death, so there's something to be said about that. But then they lose to Blast Camp, and now down by 2 to Legion. So we have an event where Diesel does not win a game.
Yeah, Diesel down to just 2 players left alive as Mass attacks in the snake and gets caught. Sergey moving up the Dorito side for the Red Legion. Going into Dorito 3. 30 seconds left. little frustrated watching the Diesel players here, willing to let this time click by. It's like maybe Baginski here on the bottom side for Diesel. He's now releasing.
Yeah,
Like to see him attacking. Wish he would have done a little earlier.
Gets into a good spot. Got to be careful. I was going to say he's probably going to get shot in the back by that D3 position. And then here comes Legion with, will have enough time. And Karslev is fast.
Yes. He's still got wheels.
Thumbs up, 7 points on the board. I think this is the highest scoring game.
They might
we've
have
seen out
contention
here.
for the fastest team too.
Legion?
Yeah. There's not any slow players on Legion.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I mean, their starting roster's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Sergey is not the fastest, but he's definitely not slow. They don't have that deep of a roster. J-Rab still got some wheels. Loy's got wheels. Karslev's blazing fast. Kirill's pretty fast.
Yeah, well, and the South Americans are super fast.
Yeah, their bench is fast.
Yeah, their bench is super fast.
Darby's fast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Got a lot of speed on the bench.
That would be interesting to have everyone do like a 50 run.
Yeah, or a combine for the pro teams, right?
Yeah.
Like, where are you at?
Okay, I'm gonna need you to set that up.
I'm on
You have
it.
to organize the whole thing.
Yeah, I just texted somebody about it. Notorious getting outside, but losing their first player. Hurricanes full release on the top side, Maddie.
Oh, yeah, full set from Daniel Camp. Well, they're down to a noble attempt. Might be able to get this one. Don't think so. So final score going to be, so even though the Hurricanes won their 3 games, so on paper in this bracket, it's, well, I mean, on paper, the Ironman is in tier 5, but with their new roster, you could make a strong argument the Ironman should be a tougher game than Notorious. Hurricanes go undefeated until they meet Notorious, and then they drop to Notorious. That's how tough it is in the Pro League right now.
That's
and
right.
Notorious also beat Damage. So it's getting really hard out here.
And Damage still has to win one more just to have a chance to get in.
Yeah, so that is going to do it. Legion taking the win over Diesel. Diesel 0-4 here, unfortunately for them at this event. Still have a lot of work to do. And then the Hurricanes finally drop one. Notorious 2-2. They got a chance to make Sunday. Gonna have to do the math, see if they got the margin for it. One more set to go in the prelims. Gonna be Dynasty and X Factor, Damage, and Infamous here at 2024 NXL Las Vegas Major. Here on Go Sports, I'm Matty Marshall with Rich Telford. We'll be back.
Oh, he's just yelling like I shot you. We traded. Yeah. Fuck him. Hey, move on.